My Fine Divine Collective. Imagine being so close to someone that after a while you start to realize and recognize weird behaviors in this person opposed to what you had considered before. Or maybe it was after this person had fallen on hard times, or maybe this person had told you some secrets about them, or maybe you had seen this person go through some secret battles, or maybe you've actually witnessed this person overcome many battles and you've witnessed this person transform in many ways from someone that seemed maybe a little cuckoo and not so there to someone that may have been onto something through their battles. And my name's Dominica Divinely, God's favorite light worker, the golden healer, the messenger, and your down-to-earth high priestess. So my Fine Divine Collective. Imagine being a hater. Imagine being such a hater that you began to hate on a friend that possibly needed you more to be their friend at that time than you been a hater. You began to judge this person. You probably became a bad friend to this person or a bad person to this person, family member, whatever the attachment was. You guys was something at one point of time, and you guys have grown. You guys have even grown together is what I'm getting. You guys have grown in some type of aspect in life, whether it be friendship, family, or whatever the case may be. You guys have had some type of time in with each other, okay? So you began to judge this person after things have changed. You remained in this person's life to watch and keep up with whatever they got going on while you possibly gossiped about this person, things that you would probably say towards them in shady ways with your shady actions and energy towards them, whatever the case may be. However you may have come at this person to make this person feel like you're not such a good friend after all, you did, okay? Imagine unconsciously becoming a hater because you recognize the potential, the strength, and everything that you've collected about this person through their struggles, about this close friend, family member through their problems, the things that you had to watch them climb up out of, the things that you had to watch them cry up out of, the things that you had to watch them fight up out of. You became threatened by this person and their strength and didn't even realize it. Instead of giving your person support and then their flowers after overcoming, you decided to be threatened and become a hater instead because of what they might become. Imagine that. They actually have a name, a title for this certain type of hater somewhere along like this struggling hater. I don't know. I really am not sure exactly what the name is. But if you've actually did this and have become such a hater to one of my Fine Divine Collective, one of my great chosen ones, one of my ones that had to go through the fire that you had to watch them go through and the struggles that you judged them through, you were a catalyst for their growth. And you must know, if you don't already know, that this is not about you. Of course it's not. This is for my Fine Divine Collective, okay? Because we know that most of my messages are really for my Fine Divine Collective chosen ones, those who have elevated and are elevating, and those that are of the light, the spiritual light. You know, certain people, you know, those that are just divine. We know that my messages are for you, okay? And then we have those who may be cross-watching or maybe in denial. So with that said, let's get into this, my Fine Divine Collective, okay? So you haven't had really much luck in loyalty where real love and real friendship lies at. You haven't really had the best luck when it comes to someone actually being genuine and accepting you for exactly who you are and exactly who you have always been. You just haven't really experienced people that have really been just as sincere as you are and as sincere as you would like someone to be back to you. You've never really had somebody on your side that is really solid. And yes, I'm talking about people that you've grown up with, your longtime childhood friendships, your family members, people that you were raised with possibly, you know, people in your community, because you have always been the one that stood out. You have always been the oddball. You have always been the one that talked different, thought different. You have always been the one that seen things through a different lens. You have always been the one that just nobody really understood. But at the end of the day, there was a period of time where they accepted you because they didn't really see that until later on. They started to judge you. They started to kind of reject you as chosen ones because we are so pure and we are so genuine, so sincere. when we feel betrayed and we feel like people are not really treating us the way that we are treating them, what we get out of that is just as intense as our sincerity and our love and what we put out there into the world that we don't get back. So it's really strong. So if the love that we put out there is really strong, so is the emotions, the anger, and whatever feelings come behind whatever we feel when we are betrayed and backstabbed. So at the end of the day, we feel like these people that we felt close to, that we actually gave our sacred selves to, whether it be, our hearts, our minds, things that we've never shared with anybody, just parts of us, about us, when we feel like people go outside of us and feel betrayed, these people all of a sudden actually become our enemy. Because those who love us and accept us surely wouldn't go out and talk about us like that, surely wouldn't go out and plot against us, surely wouldn't go out and disclude us and reject us and act like we are what they think we are. Surely not those that love us, because we would surely not do that to them. We wouldn't even do things like that to our enemies. So at the end of the day, you, my fine divine, you was not prepared for what your friends and your loved ones have made you feel like, because you were so loyal to them. And when they became against you, you felt so backstabbed. You disowned them. Because, my fine divine collective, when you started to go through things, you had the type of people in your life that would go and gossip behind your back. These people will watch you suffer and go through unfortunate situations and barely lend a hand. And if they would lend a hand, it would only be short enough just to keep in the loop of what you were doing, to keep up, to be able to gossip about what you had going on, or to be able to keep you down. You've also had people in your life that have cursed you in ways that they may not even realize they have cursed you, in ways that they may have really intentionally cursed you in. So you've had people in your life that was really against you from the beginning. You and even these people may have not realized that they were going to end up turning against you eventually, but they did. But to you, my fine divine collective, you feel like they had no real good reason to really turn against you, because it's not like that you were going against them. You may have been going through some struggles. You may have been going through some downfalls that was either public or that they knew about, and they may have forgotten about their issues if they've ever gone through some things, or that they could go through things if they hadn't yet. But these people had no real reason to actually be so disloyal or so unfriend-like to you after trying to still be your friend, while you are going through what you are going through, while they are being a fake friend at the same time. So it's like, my fine divine collective, these people were just not true to themselves, yet alone true to you. And also, you would not have allowed your friends and your family, the people that you care about and love, to go through the things that you went through if you could help them. These people were pretending to care when they didn't. Or they just blatantly showed you that they didn't care. However the case may be. Then you had those ones that you had already cut off. And then you had those ones that had to show you they needed to be cut off. So that's what that is about. Because at some point, my fine divine collective, through your journey, their purpose, their specific purpose in your life had to end. Because of who you are, my chosen fine divine collective, they had a purpose. And whatever their purpose is had to be cut, so that you can transition into the consciousness that you need to take on from what you had learned then, so that you can move up into your next level and into your next level and into your next level through all of your lessons that comes with those levels, okay? So at the end of the day, even your enemies in your life have purpose. Those that had strung you along and you had strung along for many, many years, that has raised you so that you could come into some type of awakening from what you thought. Those folks had to betray you. They had to betray you so that you could wake up. They had to betray you so that you can get up out of their energy and up under their wings and whatever control that they were controlling you under. So when you woke up, that's exactly what you did, because these people was not for you. And as I am doing this video, I am getting the energy of some maybe curious about how is this how it goes for everyone. But no, this is not how it goes for everyone, because a lot of the people that has betrayed my chosen, my fine divine collective, they are still in the same energy. They are still accumulating and circulating and recycling energies in the same friendships in the same ways, instead of getting rid of it and they're still doing the same things, opposed to where my Find Divine Collective had to grow up out of that and, overcome a lot of the same cycles that some of the people that was actually in the old cycles with them, they're still in those cycles. My Find Divine Collective had to move on for your own purpose. And yes, everybody has purpose, everybody has their own journey, but everybody is not the same. Everybody don't have the same purpose, and everybody is not going to grow the same or even grow into the light like my Find Divine Collective. So, no, but I do know this, my Find Divine Collective, that those friendships, those people that had betrayed you and that had wrote you off when you were going through it, they seen your potential. A lot of them did see your potential. Some of them may not have. Some of them could have been blinded to, what was really going on in the moments. But a lot of your people did see the greatness in you by some of the things you did say, by how you did overcome. And some people did think you were crazy. Some people just weren't used to how you were and just wrote you off, okay? But whatever the case may be, I can guarantee you that they regret it now because of who you became. What some of them have feared. Exactly what some of them have feared. And then some of them are really reaping karma for how they did you. So, my Find Divine Collective, you win at the end of the day, because even if it felt like you was losing when you was going through your battles, and these friendships and these family members and these people that were supposed to love you and was supposed to have your back but showed you otherwise, you was going through it. It hurts. You felt like you was losing. But no, once you came through it, you got up out of it, you learned, you realized, you elevated, you got everything you needed from it. Look at you now. You winning. You're winning. And they are upset. So it's a win-win. Okay? They regret it. You got what you needed out of it. You win, baby. So there was no loss in this situation when it came to those people betraying you and backstabbing you. There was no loss for you at all. It was always preparing you to win. It was always meant for you to win. That was the purpose of you getting up out of those situations, going through the fire, going through the struggles, going through the hurt and the pain, the rejection, the backstabbing, the betrayal, so that you can move forward into a better position to set you up to be a winner in this situation and in other situations. So there you go. And another way to look at this, my Find Divine Collective, if you really want to toot your horn and make yourself feel good about it, but be humble at the same time, is that you can also remember that you left them in the dirt. They got to catch up to you now. The same people that was writing you off as crazy, that was writing you off as nothing, that was gossiping about you, confirmation, that was just not putting you in a better headspace, has to either look up to you or either continue to hate you because of how much you've grown, who you've grown into. Regardless, you've passed them and they can't reach you. And that's on regardless of if they think they can. Okay. And this is just for confirmational purposes only, because y'all be knowing.